Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be making my November fall themed journal. I have all different kinds of things here. First of all, I have this beautiful granny square fabric I got at Joann, and I was going to make an apron out of it, and then I decided that no, I want to use this for journals because it's so pretty. Then I have a bunch of paper. I have scraps. I have junk. I have all kinds of book pages, things that I pulled out of my scrap bin, things I pulled out of my paper drawer, and I have some chipboard, and I have, if I can pull it out, a spiral, because we are going to use my cinch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my chipboard down to the size journal that I want. This is very thick chipboard. I'm going to cover it then with my fabric, and I'm going to cover the other side with probably paper, right? Paper. And then we're going to punch and cut all of our papers down to size, and punch is what we're going to do. So first let's decide on a size. My journal now is small-ish. Small-ish my journal is now. So I want to make this is 12 by 12. Let's make it 6. Should we make a square journal? I don't think I've ever made a square journal. Should I do a 6 by 6 square? Why not? Right? 6 by 6 square sounds fun. Yeah, but should I make it bigger? I just wasted this piece of, and you know what? It's not a waste. I'll use it for something else. And I have plenty of chipboard over here. I think I want to do 7.5 by 7.5. I think that would be better. I can't do it that way. I'm going to stick with the 6 by 6. 6 by 6. If I could find where I put that. Alright, we don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of it. Let's lock it and get rid of it. Get that out of the way. And let me find where I just put those pieces. They're right here. So we're just going to do a 6 by 6 album, which I think is fun. Like I said, I've never done a square journal. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to open up my fabric. And I think I'm just going to glue it on and cut around. I think that might be the easiest way to do this. It's beautiful fabric. I love this fabric. It would have made a great apron. Honestly, look at it. It would have made a great apron. But I found other stuff I wanted to make an apron for myself. I'm also making an apron for my mom. She wanted an apron. So I'm just going to... you know what? We're going to make sure we have enough. I'm going to pull it over the corners is what I'm going to do. So let's just tear off a nice size of that and put this aside, and I'll fold it up and put it away when I'm done. And then we're going to lay out. Just want to make sure, like I said, I want to make sure that I have enough to turn over so we don't have raw edges for this project. Usually I wouldn't care. I don't mind raw edges, but I can't sew this because of the chipboard. So we're going to make sure. Let's cut off this selvage edge. Get rid of that. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same for here. Just make sure I cut enough to wrap around a good amount. Okay, we can put that aside for another project. This would make a great quilted journal, but honestly, a quilted journal to me is a sewn journal, and I'm doing a sewn journal next month for Christmas. And this is the thing for December. I don't like repeating journals. Okay, every other month I like to do a different journal every month. And then like after 4 or 5 months, yeah, then I will do another sewn journal. But for the most part, I like to not repeat. Not repeat, okay? So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, and this should be super fun because I'm almost out. I'm going to pause till my glue comes down to the bottom, and then I'm going to glue one on, and I'll do another one on camera. Okay, I have one side done. Now I'm going to show you how I did it. It's very easy. I left my glue upside down, by the way. So I'm just using the Fabri-Tac. You can use whatever glue you usually use for fabric. I know some people have good luck with just using their regular craft glue. I don't prefer to use my craft glue for fabric. I prefer using fabric glue, but it's whatever makes you happy, not me. I'm just showing you how I make my journals. Flip it upside down, and then I took my Cricut brayer and just rolled on it to give it a good burnish. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other one, which is clip my corners. That way I'm getting rid of some of this bulk, because I am going to cover with cardstock. So we want to get rid of some of this bulk. Okay, so that's gone. Where's my garbage is full, so I have a bag going here because I forgot to take my garbage out this week. I already forgot where my glue was, and it was right in front of me. I really need more. I'm like at the bottom of the barrel here. So how I did it was just glue two of the sides, and then we're going to fold them over and do the other two. Get that down. Get that down. Okay. So that's it. We're going to clip some of this excess fabric. And now you're thinking, oh, that fabric wasted. You know what? I would rather be safe than sorry, okay? That is my thing. I would rather have too much of ribbon or fabric or paper or whatever, and then have not enough, and then you're screwed and your project is now trash because you didn't have enough. Okay? So I will always prefer having more rather than less. So I'm just going to do the same thing, pull this over, and I think what I'm going to do, I might use fancy corners on this project also. Okay, so there we go. I gotta get the glue off my fingers. All right, that's that. Now I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock. I think I'm just going to grab plain old cardstock. That'll look good. What colors are in here? All kinds of colors in here. I'm going to do, if I can find some, this red. This red was sitting right there. So I'm going to cut it. Where's my trimmer? I'm going to cut this to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. 5 3/4, 5 3/4, and then do the other one. Same way. So now we have 2 pieces of paper to go on the inside of, I just banged my hand and that hurt, to cover up these raw edges. See? Look at that. That's all we're going to do, and I'm still going to use my Fabri-Tac because I'm gluing it to fabric. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Make sure I get enough on the edges that's going to be touching the fabric. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have a cover. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So then we have a front and a back. Like I said, just making sure that I get enough to attach to this fabric. We don't want to go chintzy on this and it falls apart. Okay. Okay. Now we can put our almost empty Fabri-Tac away and forget that I need more until the next time I use Fabri-Tac. That's just how it is. So now we have a front and back cover. Isn't that cute? Now we just need to cut our pages. So this is 6 by 6. So I'm going to cut my pages 6 by 5 3/4. I want it the same height, but it doesn't have to be the same width. So I'm going to cut all of these papers down and then I'll be back with you. Okay, all my papers are cut. Now this is the mini cinch. It's the one that I have. And with the mini cinch, you take this piece that is in here and you line it up in your little holes. For a whole or ½ inch number, you put it in A, and it tells you right here on the side. I did whole numbers. That's why I did 6 inches for everything. Okay, so what you do is you just put your paper in and you punch it. Now it'll only punch some, so you have to come back through and repunch. I try as hard as I can to be very careful because I slip with my punching. All the time I will slip. So I have to be very careful. Usually I don't do that many pieces at a time, but it's a lot of pieces of paper to get through, but that's all you do. Now some of these you can see are longer than the 5 3/4 I decided on because I wanted to fold them over. So that's why they are longer than, see, look, I just mispunched. So what I'm going to do is put it in, and then I'm just going to slice this off. If the page is shorter, that doesn't bother me. I have all different size papers in here, so that doesn't bother me. But that's what I'm saying. You've got to be careful. Okay, so once you start getting through all of your papers, also be careful to punch on the side that you want facing up. I'm just randomly punching, and this one is not 6 inches. It's 6 inches this way, so I'm just going to punch it sideways. It's not a deal breaker for me. Okay, and one last one, and then I'll show you what we do next to punch. So now we're done. We can get rid of this. And I'm going to show you on cardstock because it's thicker. What you do is you take this thing here on the side, if you've never used a mini cinch, and you're going to push it down so it's in this hole. Not this hole, because then it'll skip a hole. You want it in the second to last hole, and that lines up your paper. All right, I'll do it one more time for you, and then I'm going to go off camera and do it because this is a little finicky. So you take the second to last hole and line it up. You can see there's a little, can you see it? There's a little notch right there. You're going to line that up, put down that to hold it in place, and punch. All right, I'll be back. All right, I don't need the cinch anymore, so I put it away. Now I'm going to start putting these papers in some kind of order. Now the only thing is I don't care what order they go in. I honestly don't. I just don't want clumps of all the same kind of looking paper in one area. So we're just going to spread everything out and let's get started. I'm just going to pick one to start with, and then we're just going to add paper in. And I'm just grabbing different like colors of, I don't want the same, that goes that way. I don't want the same color scheme next to each other is more of my issue than anything else. So I'm just going to take one of these and then that one and take this one. Let's do this one here and that one. Like I said, I just don't want the same, I don't want like two colors of red next to each other. That's the only thing that I'm actually, let's turn that the right way. It's the only thing I'm actually looking at this point is that kind of thing. I want to put this at the end because it goes more into Christmas, and I thought that would be a great transition to Christmas. There we go. Here they all are, okay? And since they're all 6 inches this way, I can easily put this journal together. So all I have to do is get them like this, and I'm going to clip them because we need to be able to get our spiral through these holes. And to do that, we just start at the top of the book. I should really, though, make sure all the papers are the right side. We should do that first, shall we? And then this one's going to get just folded in. Okay. Now they should all line up fine because I cut them. This one I wanted folded in, that's why it was cut a little longer. They're all 6 inches, so they should all be the same. I just wanted, this looks like it should go that way. I just wanted to make sure that everything is right side up. Like that does not, even though it's leaves, it's really throwing me off. Okay. And this one gets, let's fold it the other way. Shall we? We shall. Okay. Do the same, we'll fold it this way. Okay. Fold it that way. This one needs to be folded. And then this one needs to be folded. Okay. And then these two are correct. All right. So everything is fine. Let's just line them up. Make sure they're all in a line. Make sure they're all to the edge. We just want to make sure we are catching every single, see this one's not, one of them is not down, this one here. We just want to make sure we're catching every single piece of paper with our spiral. Now with the spiral, you can just honestly unwind it if you miss something, but we don't want to miss something. We want to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. So we're just going to take our time, and I'm going to clip this bunch along with the cover. We're just going to clip this bunch together and then make sure all of these are down. You can see, because you can see the holes. So if anything is not lining up right, you'll be able to tell. Okay. Okay, this is a mistake here. Let's put this piece in here. I had them too close together. I didn't even notice that there were double of that page. Okay. Did I punch this the wrong way? No. I might have. Yep, I did. I punched it the wrong way. That's okay. We'll just make sure it's lined up. And this is what I meant by making sure everything is lined up. And we're going to clip these together. Where's my holes? Here's which is up and which is down. Let's make sure we get that right. We're going to unclip this because everything here is all in order. And we're just going to clip these again. Okay? Now, we're just going to take our spiral and we're going to start winding our spiral through. Okay, just take it and wind it through. I'm going to start at the bottom. And once you get it going, it hits a little bit easier. So you're just spinning it. I don't know if there's a different way to do it. This is how I do it. You don't need any tools. Don't need any special tools. Come on. There we go. It's hitting the bunches of fabric is what's hitting. But you just have to move it on through. See that? Okay. Almost at the end. Give myself some more spiral here. Give me more. It's loud yet quiet in my house. I don't know what's going on. My boyfriend is on vacation, and I'm pretty sure he's up there playing the new Call of Duty game that came out at midnight. He was playing it at midnight. I think that's what he's doing right now. I said, I don't care what you do. I'm going downstairs. So we're just going to take a scissor. These are plastic, so they easily, you can clip them. It's like, honestly. And this is the We Are. These are the We Are ones. All right. So here we go. I just have to, and what I do, I don't know if this is right. This is what I do. I mean, I know there's a tool that can do this, but it's to me not worth it, but whatever. So just take my spiral end and I bend it. Okay, and I put it underneath the one next to it. See? And then I just bend it back because, I mean, it's my journal. It's nothing. That needs, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just my journal. It's going to be 1 month of a journal. It's not anything. All right, twist that so it doesn't come undone, and we'll do the same thing over here. Like I said, it's just my journal. And this is just a way for it not to come undone. I don't think it would. I mean, you saw how hard it was to, like, run that spiral in. But just in case, that's all I do. And then those just get moved to the back, so they're not in your way. And then here we have a journal, if I could open it to the front page. So this is our journal. We got all kinds of fun papers in here. Plenty of places to write. And even when you see like places, like I could write on that, but I might not be able to write on this. I can write on that, but I obviously can't write on this. I can write on this and this, but I can't write on that. So the ones that are too dark that I can't write on, I just use journaling cards or pieces of paper that I have upstairs, and that's what I journal on. This one is upside down. I never even noticed. It's okay. But there we go. The only thing that I do need is to put the date somewhere, the month, but we'll do that another day. But there you go. And by the time this is done, it'll be nice and thick and chunky. But there we go. How to make a not quilted sewn fabric journal. 6x6, interesting size. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I have all kinds of content on my channel that you might enjoy. I'm talking a little fast right now and I don't know why, so thank you for joining me. I think I already said that. I'm sorry. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you guys in the next crafty video.